Hello, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and we are looking into what the stars want to say to you today. So what do the stars want to tell you is really what I named this, and that's my intention. And then yeah, I think this reading is gonna be very out there, very interesting. I'm excited to see what comes out. Also, I have another deck that I'm going to use, the Starseed Oracle deck, and then a tarot deck. And then obviously I picked some pre-shuffled Oracle cards already for you guys. We have 3 piles. Pile 1 is Peacock Ore, or you could go based on the timestamps as well. Pile 2 is Clear Quartz. And then pile 3 is Lavender Lepidolite, and it's in its raw form. So I don't know if the lavender is coming up on camera, but it is a very beautiful rock. Okay, so choose your pile and I'll see you in your readings. I'm gonna start with pile 1. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the Peacock Ore, which is very beautiful and full of colors, this is your pile. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what the stars want to tell you today. So I'm going to start with some oracles, and these are going to be for advice. I'm going to leave them on the side, okay? But with your little crystal there too. Well, maybe not there because you can't really see it. Let's put it there. Would that be better? I think so. Okay. And I have to be honest with you, I did see this card. I saw it for every pile. I don't know why I was like guided to flip it over, but you're not gonna believe the fact I picked that crystal, which is the Peacock Ore, and then your card also has a peacock on it, which I was blown away when I saw this. Also, I'm not gonna butcher this goddess's name. I'm putting it very close so that you can look it up as well, and I'm gonna read from the book what the message is. I want to point out the fact that you do have little stars over here too, and literally a crystal with the same, you know, it's just very synchronistic, pile 1. We're gonna look into that. I just want to see the spread that you get first. Okay, 9 of Swords, interesting. The stars definitely want to speak about some cycles that you've been going through, as well as your nighttime, I want to say nighttime routine, but that's not really it. It's more of your your dream state habits, if you will. Or I just heard, wait, they want to phrase it in an interesting way. Dream state hygiene. Okay, so you might be needing, you might feel like you need protection when you're sleeping, or you've been having nightmares, or you find yourself in odd places when you're dreaming or when you're sleeping, and they're scary places. Even if it is within your mind, I'm hearing now, it's places where you don't really need to be and dabble in, especially if they're making you anxious and having this effect on you. Quite literally, this person's very wide awake. Very interesting. Okay. Second house, resources. Okay. Is this what's going on? The apple is so significant now, because the apples are like wisdom. Also, it's something you digest. And this being the second house, it makes sense because it's ruled by Venus, which is love and money. So maybe you are having some issues around resources in your day-to-day life that could be hindering your sleep. Okay, I think they want to help you with that. Okay, show the world the real you. This is really beautiful. Full moon in Aquarius. I like that you get a full moon, and I'll tell you why. Because I said something about cycles, and that was when I was looking at the moon, because it's very significant in this card. So, pile one, very interesting. I want to show you what I have, a little bit of information that I had kind of downloaded for you guys in a way, because I was playing with the dice. And you got 888 as one of your numbers, which is beautiful because 8s are about abundance. And then I drew that next to it. And then 222 was also another one. And what's interesting that I'm seeing it now, and I did not see it before, which is insane. 8 and 2 equal 10. And that was your other number. And I wrote down 1010 because it felt like a time that maybe you're seeing a lot. Okay, very interesting. I see beauty in everything. Oh, wow. So this is I'm gonna just open this up very well so that you can hopefully take a screenshot of that and read it as well, because I think it will be very useful for you. But okay, so the message is, I see beauty in everything. And then show the world the real you. Feels like, and then Venus, you know, the planet of love, the planet of Aphrodite as well. Fridays could be a significant day for you. Okay. You are being called to connect to the beauty and wonder that surrounds you. Beauty and wonder. Venus energy again as well. Okay. As the goddess of pleasure, it makes sense because she's another depiction of the goddess of... This is beautiful. Okay. As the goddess of pleasure encourages you to explore what pleasure means and embrace your sensuality. Wow. Definitely this energy. Doubling down on that. The stars are like, yeah, the second house is significant. Your Venus places is very significant here as well. Dance and let your body move freely and adorn it in ways that feels comfortable and vibrant to you. Encourage yourself to stand out and experience the world through new lenses. You could also spend time outside and observe the colors of nature and how lively they might be. Okay, that show the world the real you. Maybe okay, it feels like, Palm One, a lot of you have either very colorful minds, very creative minds, and you hold back a lot of that, or you hold back a lot of expressing yourself in very authentic ways. Not that you're not authentic, but it's more of like your weirdness. You don't express it around certain people, and they're saying, no, it's time to let the freak fly, right? Like, let it go, like, be yourself. That's where your abundance is. Your resources lie there. They're literally waiting for you. You have so much at your disposal here. So second house, resources. I want to read about the challenge and the gift. So it says, what you see is not all that there is. If you are looking for emotional and spiritual satisfaction in your stuff, it will never be enough because it never quite scratches that itch. Okay, so it's not the material. There's something about, okay. The dream world could be also sending you messages about this. You could be having prophetic dreams about this, especially if you tend to this, whatever is, or the answer to the insomnia is getting through some shadow work. It's manifesting in your reality in that way because you're trying to, there's something here that you need to dig into. Your skill, so the gift, your skills, your resources, and your interests can all be sacred if you make an offering of your intention and engage your work for the benefit of all sentient beings. This is such beautiful, because this actually ties into Aquarius energy, because the Aquarius energy is always about like community and the good of all. They have very beautiful minds, very out there minds, very out there spirits and souls. I always, not me, just me, but I always say, okay, Aquarius, the aliens, you guys feel like aliens. Aquarius could be a significant placement for you as well. But I see it. You have very out there thoughts, and you're meant to embrace them. That's what the stars are telling you. They really are trying. They really want to get that message across. All right, let's get some. Let's build upon this. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Karmic relationships. Ooh, maybe we're learning about this right now. Orient energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Interesting. It's like leaving a version of you behind. That ties into the whole authenticity thing for me. They want you to show the world the real you. You see how like you go from one world to another. It's almost like you're shifting dimensions or something like that. That could be this uneasiness as well. Ooh, the void, and then a card fell. Big picture thinking, you don't say. This is Aquarius energy. Do you see all those souls there? Wow, that's really significant. The pool reflecting this back, it almost looks like, do you see these 3 stars that are so prominent here? Do you see them here as well? Do you see how this could be like quite literally a mirrored of this? I don't know, I'm getting so much, I'm so sorry. It's really interesting, big picture thinking with void. Do you see how like the contrast of this? Because this feels like where we are right now. We're this little tiny point. But if you zoom in, we get this. And then if we zoom in even more, we're here. We're at a what is it, a portal? Okay, a portal. Okay, we have a portal coming up. We just had one with a new moon on 1101, which is 111, but we are going to have one again on 1111. 1111 could also be a number for you, even though your number was 1010, or that tells me that you are at the 1010. So you could be, oh, so you're like in between worlds. You're in between the shift. Okay, it makes sense. This is beautiful though. Stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic wound. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Show the world the real you. Allow yourself to be inspired by your life and the beauty that you see all around. There is beauty all around you. And it's like they want you to use your imagination for that. To have that inspired action. I have to show you the bottom of the deck because it's crazy to me how, again, we have 3 very prominent things, but in this case, they're not stars, those are galaxies. So, and the card itself is so significant too. Double mission. Lightworker and Starseed. Serve the world by being you. Show the world the real you. That message is so clear. It's so intense. I'm leaving it out here because it is your message. It's quite literally, if you take anything away from here, is this. Where is your abundance? It's here, and you being yourself. Where is your soul growth and being yourself? Where is this brand new beginning that you've been aching for and you feel like it's coming? You've seen it in dreams, you've experienced it, you've lived it. There's a tangibility to this that you recognize this. And it's really beautiful because they're saying you are here. You're at the 1010 portal, but now we're moving into the 1111 portal. Very significant. It's a Monday as well. So it's a moon day. Oh, wow. My goodness. I don't even think I need tarot. There's that choice. It's a pivotal point for you. But the choice has been made. You just gotta wait for this to come in now. It's like, yeah, it's been happening. You're in the void state. You're in the receiving state. Ah, wow. Look at those pillars again. And that, okay, I love that. Very, very supported by spirit guides. There's three main ones. Okay, it could be three specific stars. Orion's belt, maybe the stars on Orion's belt. I don't know, that came to my head, so I'm saying it. But three very specific stars that are really like they're significant in your life. They're spirit guides of yours, they're spirit guides of your light body, the body that you have been using to like astral travel and connect. The thing is that you have a double mission. You're very powerful. This could be why you're not sleeping very well, because you're doing a lot of work as well. So you're not just downloading and fixing and bringing up from your subconscious and sending down to the subconscious within yourself, which we all do, which is why we have dreams and they're elaborate and they actually do help us like manage stress and things and understand our lives. But also because you have a double mission here, you're doing this, you're sending that information as well. So imagine just how we get like downloads of information from star beings or stars themselves, light codes. You're doing kind of the same. Back to these ancestral places is the word that I want to say, but the word that I wanted to say was astral bodies. They're also learning. Everything's connected, right? So that's really beautiful. There's definitely a very significant thing about threes, because even though this is not a three, there is three people on here. So something about like mind, body, soul. There's a trifecta of things. It's you and maybe two spirit guides, or these very significant three spirit guides are helping you right now. They're going to be very apparent to you, especially around the 1111 portal. Significant for sure. I also have to point out you got 8 and 3 and 5 is 8. So there's that. All right, let's get into your advice, because this is no shit. Holy crap. Remember you also have 22 is here, which is a master teacher number. May I add, it's also 1111. 11 plus 11 is 22. The Galactic Federation of Light, collaboration, meetings, and community. When I tell you this is literally what you do, you have a seat at this table, okay? And you probably access it during the night, which is probably why they mentioned all of that. I want you to see how like this card is like surrounded by a lot of magic. They're saying the human experience that you're having around this could be very unsettling. It's hard to pinpoint why you're being pulled this way and that way. Go with it. They're saying you're meant to be in this state, in the receiving state, in the celebratory state, because this has been worked on already. Mind you, this is the Pope, right? So the closest person to God, if you will, in the Christian church, and not Christian, Catholic church. So that's literally you right now. You're very close to the divine. The divine is very close to you. So it's time to just trust, okay? Show the world the real you. This is celebratory, and this is in a way celebratory as well, because you're waiting. You know things are happening for you. Curiosity, okay? And stay curious. Yes, always, 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 always. This is what part of this mission is. You have to be curious. You have to be human. You have to be experiencing everything. That's the whole point. Okay, even something as mundane as your day-to-day job, and I don't know, let me paint a picture for you. You being stressed because someone was a Karen or something like that, that is also part of learning. That is divine work, okay? Which is so beautiful, the way that I'm seeing it so clearly. It makes so much sense. Even for myself, me just saying that was like, whoa, yeah, that makes sense. Everything is information, everything is knowledge, everything is wisdom around you. So the frequency of curiosity supports our intrinsic inquisitive nature, which is the necessary driving force behind any growth and evolution. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And the last card, no freaking way. Rebirth, the void. Yeah, this is you. This is so beautiful. Reinvent yourself, right? Be the real you. That's how you serve the world. Give life to your dreams and create a new reality. You are shifting from one to another. It's been created, is what I just heard. It's coming. It's almost palpable to you. And you're such in a beautiful state right now. A phoenix state, if you will. Wow. This card is amazing. You know what it reminds me of, since we're speaking of stars? Like whenever they like zoom in, or I don't know, it's probably CGI, about like how stars are born, like in a nebula. This kind of like resembles that too, like everything coming together, and then boom, there you are. Wow, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Pawan. Thank you for trusting me to deliver this message. I love that it was like boom, 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 very precise, very to the point. Your stars, your guides, excuse me, did not waste any time. All right. Yeah, I want to thank you again, and I want to thank your spirit guides and the stars that are here for a message for you. I hope this was activating. It was activating for me. I hope you got some answers as well, or maybe you get some inspired action from this reading. That would be really cool too. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in another one. You guys have a good one. Ooh. Hi, Batu. Welcome to your reading. As always, you always find me burning a little bit of something just to clear the energies. If you feel like you need to take a deep breath, Batu, I think you should, because I feel like it, and it's kind of letting me know that you should as well. Also, if you have water, or if you need to go get water, I think you should as well, or something to drink. It doesn't have to be water. Okay. Welcome to your reading. If you picked clear quartz, this is going to be your reading about what your stars need to tell you, what the stars need to tell you. The way that I said your stars, though, that's really interesting. All right, we are starting with those cards. I also have tarot, and I have another deck that I'm going to use for this, but I'm going to start with these, okay? Leo. Okay, so some of you could be a Leo. I want to point to the fact that there's stars on there. I have to, because it's so on the nose. Leo. Ooh. So this is the 10 of Swords, and this is also Judgment in this deck. I'm sorry, seeing the 10-10 just makes me think of pile 1. If you're here from pile 1, welcome. How interesting is this? Because they got the 9 of Swords in this deck. And now pile 2, the next pile, has the 10 of Swords. Very interesting. Okay, 12th house, introspection. This feels like a Kundalini thing here. Okay, very interesting. Something with your voice is significant for sure. Because even how I said, take a deep breath, drink some water. And in my head, what I heard was, you're going to be talking a lot. And that's me. That was for me. But that could also be for you. Ooh, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Okay. So Cancerian energy, Leo energy, and these are all the air signs, but for some reason feels very Gemini and Libra-y to me. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Let's read. Let's read about the Leo constellation. 53. Let's see what the message is for Leo. I create the life I want to live. Oh, okay, that's very powerful. And the question is, what does your ideal life look like? Let me put this up so that you guys can take a screenshot of it and read it if you like. I create the life I want to live is really interesting. It's almost like there's your stars are saying you can literally speak this into existence. Affirm it into existence, because that's also kind of like what judgment does. Judgment has to do with karma, but it also has to do with like God's will, if I may, if I will, if I should. I don't know why I'm phrasing that so wrong. It has to do with God's will, right? Or like fate, or the scales being balanced or something like that is what I'm getting with that. There's something about balance with this card. And also, I'm not, well, the Ten of Swords makes sense because it's the rebirth, a rebirth moment. So the tens make sense, and itself having a double meaning of, it's also, the Judgment card makes sense. Everything makes sense. Something, why do I keep saying it like that? It's so interesting. All right. Introspection. Let's see what that is. The challenge for introspection. It can be hard to find a healthy place between feeling subsumed by a group and dwelling in a stunted isolation. Interesting. The 12th house asks you to face your fears. Okay. Okay, I see it. Because with Leo starting your reading, your stars want you to have Leo mentality. And if you have Leo placements, look that up and see how you can heal those wounds that you might have around that placement, or however that shows up in your life. But mainly here, they want you to express yourself freely, okay, wholeheartedly. That's what Leos do. Be expressive. It's almost like you being expressive is also healing for you. It helps you with this because the challenge here is you being tapped in the sense, and it makes sense that we have then Cancer. It makes sense. Very psychic thing as well. So, that connectiveness that you have here, they're saying your spirit guides are with you. Yeah, you feel them. You have a very good communication with them. It's time to communicate as freely as you do with spirit as with the people around you as well. Because there's something about community coming your way, or you kind of, because the personal issue thing, this issue feels like a wound, like a home kind of thing. Like maybe you grew up being like the odd man out, and it kind of played out in your house, it played out in your family, it played out in your friendships, it played out in school, at jobs, right? So since the resolution is coming from within for you, it's now the stars want you to be bold and be authentically yourself. It's such a tone from Power 1 as well, but definitely a different stage than Power 1 was in. So I think that's as far as you guys are connected, kind of, unless you vibe with both piles and you do you. Let me read about the gift here. In quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, Find a deep connection to the source and know you are not alone. That's what I was picking up on. Okay, so you are not alone, and you definitely don't feel alone when you're connecting to source. Like, right, I can tell you like an example. I'm here literally talking to my phone because I'm recording on it, but I don't feel alone. I feel like I am talking to someone. I'm talking to an audience, believe it or not, because your energies are here, and so are your spirit guides. So duh, I'm not alone. I don't feel alone. I don't feel, yeah, that's literally you. That's your energy. But they're saying, we get it. We get it. You're very tapped in. 12th house. Come on. But spirit cannot be all. Spirit can, oh, that's what it is. They don't want you to be lonely. Okay? In a human sense. They don't want you to be lonely. At a soul level, we all know that you're not. And you know that you're not. But when you feel the need for connection, they're saying it's there, it's tangible. But those relationships, just like your relationship with your spirit guides, the relationships outside and in the human world also take work. They take time, they take practice. I just got something so beautiful as well. The stars are saying we're always going to be here. We're here. We're not going anywhere. But it's like they want you to have more fulfillment, more well-rounded fulfillment, if you will. Wow. Okay. The great serving. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. You could be working on that, pal, too. And that's okay. That's okay. That makes sense that the Leo would come out as well, because maybe people that are very openly expressive of love kind of trigger you. You could see them as a little bit of just putting up a show. But the stars are saying here, just like you naturally feel love for everyone and want to express it, and you express it in the best way that you can, others are just doing the same. They're also saying pay attention to those triggers. That's the things that you need to heal. Those are those resolutions that you're getting at, okay? And you're working on them. You're working on them. They also want you to know that you working on this, it's how you serve your purpose as well. Because guess what? You resolve it for yourself, and then it's like, I just heard another one. Thank you. Like another lesson. You know, something else in the bag. Your life gets easier because of it. Things are flowing because of it. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. That makes sense with judgment as well. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, wow. What I just got is these are ancestral things that you're healing as well. They're deep rooted in your, not just within you, but they're deep rooted in even like society, for example. They're deep rooted in your lineage. They're deep rooted on earth, period. So you have to think, you have to have a great big picture mind thinking is what I'm getting now. As far as you have to acknowledge that the work that you're doing is not just for yourself. Makes sense. Again, I'm going to go back to judgment. It's big. Judgment is a big thing. It's like I said, it's God's will. It's fate. It's a plan. It's a redirection, if you will, as well. It's like, I keep saying if you will is significant. Okay, you have free will, yes. Because some of you are asking about this now. Okay, fate, you know, God's will, blah, blah, blah. But what about my will? Correct. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, you do have free will. The way that free will shows up for you is you deciding whether you want to heal this or not. What path do you want to take? And they're saying you're ready to take this on. Okay, you are ready for this. Water your garden. Oh, that is really beautiful. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Okay. You could be someone that's very hard on yourself, pal, too. Especially because you are trying, not necessarily to right past wrongs, but you are trying to uproot things that no longer serve you or your lineage or the world in general, right? You got, if you want to change the world, you got to change yourself, right? You got to be who you want to see out in the world. I want to point out to this. It's so significant. It's calling my attention. Maybe going into the water, whether you can be at the pool or the beach at night, could be very significant for some of you. Maybe you already do this. Okay, one more from this deck for you. Just want to see what else comes up. Especially I want a card for this. It's a little bit more information. Okay, I get it. Pile 2, this is you. This is you. You carry a lot, okay? A lot. Within, you see those worlds within her, and then all around you, there's a lot. There's a lot blooming. There's a lot happening. You give life to a lot of things as well. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. That seems to be a collective message, because part 1, when I tell you, there are guys double down on that. Let yourself be seen, be yourself. And your guys are doing the same here. They're saying, no more hiding. It is time to be to be the rooster, to call it how you see it, to call it how you see it even when it comes to yourself. Keep yourself in check. You're doing the right things already. Even how I snapped my fingers at you, that was very interesting. And then with this, it's like, be out there. Who gives a shit? You're your worst critic. Like, honestly, you matter, pal 2. You obviously matter. And when you are expressive, yes, you will get attention. But you have to understand that no one's going to fixate on that, okay? No one but you. So it's almost like, if you're in a catch-22, I honestly go with whatever the hell you want to do. And anyways, that goes back to will. Your free will. Do whatever you want anyways, because at the end of the day, who has to live with your decisions but you? No one else. You, okay? So it's almost like they want you to be unapologetically yourself. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be heard. Because also, that's part of your mission here. Okay, I also had channeled numbers, angel numbers for you guys, but I forgot, so I'm gonna tell you now. Not pile 3, pile 2. Okay, 777, 10, 10, 10. So you see how you guys are connected, anyways. And then 999, and they got the 9 of swords, and you got the 10 of swords. Come on now. Anyways, let's see if Terra wants to say anything else about this message, and if not, we'll move on to your advice here. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. The Knight of Swords. Ooh, the Strength card? You're kidding, Leo? Come on. All right, you guys have to have Leo in a very significant place or something. What is that about? Okay. I think one more tarot card. Oh, and the 8 of Cups. Just gotta show you the bottom of the deck. Literally the star. My ears are ringing right now. Like literally ringing. Okay. I covered her up because her boobies are out, but okay. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I see your story very clearly. It took a lot of strength for you to walk away from things that were not serving you, even if Oh, this is really interesting. Now I'm getting another message, because this is a collective. So the stars are saying, we see you. We saw you walk away from things that even were deeply rooted. Maybe family itself, home itself, you had to walk away from because you knew it was no longer serving you. It wasn't a place where you could grow, where you could be authentically yourself and let yourself be seen. And that took a lot of strength. And now there's this movement, there's this call to action here. It's almost like it's backwards how I'm seeing it. So you walk away, that took strength. That in itself it's a lesson that you've learned. It's here. I also want to point out how 5 and 3 equal 8, and this is the 8th card, okay? So 53, 8 could be significant for you as well. But yeah, there's this call to action. This is the fastest moving night. There's this call to action from your guides, from the stars right now. It's almost like they're saying, we're aligning to bring you this because you deserve this. I know it's the Queen of Pentacles, but I'm seeing the Empress. And it's not gender specific, but what that means to me is you deserve the easy flow of things because you've worked for it. Like you've acquired, you've healed a lot. There's a lot of fool's journeys that you've been on. Not just in this lifetime itself, which it could be a lifetime where you yourself have had a lot of rebirths within one life. Because yeah, that happens a lot. You don't just have one, you could have multiple, just like spiritual awakenings. It never ends, guys. But it's like you freed yourself from so much karma also, is what I'm seeing with this. That why would you be holding back your story or holding back your authentic self? And you are so powerful but gentle at the same time, and it's like it will be well, and all will be well received as well. If there's a little bit of a fear or a little bit of the imposter syndrome that could be holding you back as well, they're saying no, all will be well and all will be well received, because it's like a divine right that you have here. Interesting. Reptilians. Another 8, by the way, 17. So it says predator, survival, and tyrannical. Interesting. Imposter syndrome is really what I want to say with that. But not just that. Let me look at that card for a second. So relax, acceptance, allowance, surrender, fair and healthy competition. The things that you've been healing were very shadowy things, and you have been doing that work, pal, too. So now it's time to receive what comes from looking this straight in the eye and conquering it, which is what strength has done, which is how the journey started by you first getting out of maybe a very tough situation or something. And then you had to look at the things that you needed to address in the eye, and you did. And you did it, like I said, you did it so gently and powerfully at the same time. It's almost like kill them with kindness is what I get here. And now we're moving into something that you deserve, but there's action to be taken, and the action is a gentle reminder to be yourself and let yourself be seen. Presence, you don't say. Are you kidding? Yes. Presence, this is you. They want you to show who you are. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. Yes. So you are a presence to be reckoned with. I really want to say it like that because that's how I feel like saying it. And second of all, yes, you are a presence. You have presence, okay? It could be triggering to some. It could be enlightening to some. It could be like a moth to a light and moth to a flame to some. It could be repulsive to some. But however the people that take it is none of your business, right? I'm hearing the sun doesn't apologize for being the sun, right? So you don't apologize for being yourself. You're being called to be yourself. Be the presence, occupy spaces, allow yourself to be seen. Because this is it. Prosperity is yours. Your divine right is prosperity. Double rainbow in this card. Do we see that? Prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. I think you manage everything with love. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and they don't want you to stop that at all. But they also want to remind you of how powerful you are, how very much you are not in this place anymore. You've alchemized this. You've turned it into this. It's a mirror of each other. Do we see that? Night and day, quite literally, my friend, night and day. But you also have to accept your power. You have to kind of also be receptive to it and be wholeheartedly yourself, because that is how you access it. Does that make sense? It's like a give and take with that. And even though I have like the ego and the ego here, because usually that's kind of how Leo comes up, you don't have a toxic ego, because you kept it in check. It's right here. You befriended it. It's right here, quite literally. You befriended the beast. You're so good. You're so good. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, pal, too. I really hope that not just that this made sense, because I trust that it will make sense to the right people, but I hope that it brought you answers or maybe confirmations that you needed. There's a beautiful future ahead for you. Believe in yourself, be yourself. The stars definitely are here for the show, is what I just heard. They're watching closely. Your spirit guides are like, you're one of our best investments. Like, it's not even an investment. You're so wonderful. You're so wonderful. I love your energy. I'm so appreciative of it. And the reason why I'm talking about it too is because I want you to see, or I want you to hear how people perceive you as well. Okay? It is wonderful to be in your energy. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in other readings, pal, too. You guys have a good one. Hi, Pal 2. Pal 2, I'm sorry. Hi, Pal 3. I'm going to burn some Palo Santo because clearly we need it. Because I said goodbye to Pal 2 already. And yet, they came up again. All right. Pal 3. Welcome to your reading, Pal 3. Let's see what the stars want to tell you. The readings have been very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, if you picked the lavender lepidolite, this is going to be your reading. We're going to start with these cards, and then these are going to be for advice. So I'm going to leave them on the side. I also have tarot, and I have another deck that I'm going to use, but we're going to start with these and see what we can channel first. I also have I rolled the dice for you guys, and these are your angel numbers that you could either be seeing, and this is how you know you picked the right pile, or these are numbers that you're going to be seeing after this reading to give you extra confirmation. So 666, which lovely, 444, 1111, 1111 port is coming up, okay? Not this Monday, next Monday. I'm filming this on Sunday the 3rd, so yeah. And then 333 is significant for you as well. All right, let's get into it, pal 3. What do the stars need to tell you? Ooh, Cancer. Some of you could be a Cancer, have Cancer placements that are very significant, or wherever you have Cancer in your chart, the stars are asking you to like look into that, because you could be either working on something that's around there, meaning like a certain lesson, or you could be healing something. There could be a little nugget of information that you're meant to receive when you look into that. Interesting. So this is the Ace of Wands. I almost said Ace of Swords. That's interesting. Okay, Ace of Wands, and this is also the Strength card in this deck. Interesting to like side by side. These are so interesting for some reason. Also, it's Cancer season, and then it's Leo season, so that is also interesting. Okay. All right, number 3 is definitely significance, because now we have the 3rd house, which is communication. This is the Gemini house, ruled by Mercury. The Mercury retrogrades could be significant for you. They could have been significant this year, and they could definitely be significant the beginning of next year, especially around your birthday. If you're a Leo or a Cancer, or your birthday is significant in general. Also, quite literally, Gemini season could be significant as well. Last one, it's time to release negativity. Interesting, because and we have another full moon here. Not another, but for some reason this feels like a full moon. Anyways, we have another water sign is what I wanted to say. Scorpio. Okay. Wherever you have water in your chart in general, whether it's Scorpio or Cancer or neither, they're significant, okay? The 8th house could be significant. The 4th house could be significant. Obviously, the 3rd house. Also, the 6th house. No, I'm sorry. The 6th house? The 5th house. So, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Gemini. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm doing this with my fingers over here. I'm like, I don't know. It's like something is being plotted, something's being put together. What's going on here? All right, let's see what the message is. 52. I embrace my emotions. Okay, that's where it is. Whew. All right, you need to communicate about boundaries. And if you're doing that, they're saying props to you. That's doing the work. And if you're not doing it, it's time to start doing it. Communicate about how you feel, how people make you feel. Do not store that this is negativity or like resentment that they want you to let go of. Please only take this if it resonates. It could only be for a couple of you. It doesn't have to be for everyone here. Also, if I'm triggering you with certain things that I'm saying, I don't mean to. I'm not perfect. It's not coming from a judgy place. I've dealt with all of this that I'm speaking about, okay? I wouldn't be able to unless it was like, that's what channeling is. Like, I receive it, oh, maybe you guys are doing some of this, so maybe I need to explain myself. Okay, I receive certain information. For me, sometimes I receive it like from an outsider's point of view, and it's very clear that it's not my story that I'm picking up on, but it comes through. And a lot of the times I receive it with it being mirrored by my own memories or my own things, right? My own life, so that I can then explain it better. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm not coming from a judgy place at all, because I feel like this reading could be a little bit of a jab for some. Yeah, especially when it comes to storing resentment and like your negative emotions, you kind of repressing them and not expressing them, because you probably don't want to rock the boat, you know, destabilize wherever you are or something. Or also you could be in a position of strength. You could be someone that's leading, or you're a leader in some kind of way. With the ace, it makes so much sense too that you could be a leader as well, because the aces are beginnings. Like you could be inspiring other people, you could be leading a team, and they're saying you could, but you're also having a human experience, and you're also dealing with your own stuff. So to clear the air very easily, we need to make sure that we are expressing our feelings. This is the advice, this is the message that you're getting, okay? Part of it anyways. All right, let's read into the third house for a second. I want to see what it tells you about. Okay, so your challenge here: chatter is not the same as communication. Sibling or sibling-like rivalry. I'm sorry, I cannot say that word now. Yeah, anyways, can challenge you to grow in small doses, but don't let it distract you from self-direction. Stay on target. Okay, yeah. So the day-to-day things that you need to like address, communicate, alchemize in your energy, in your life, if you don't do that and you suppress that, and it could have been as simple as you literally telling someone, hey, don't be on your, if you're a leader or if you're in charge of people or something, you got to tell them, hey, make sure that this gets done, right? Instead of addressing that right then and there, or whatever it needs to be addressed, if you like suppress it, you don't communicate, you don't express what your needs are, your boundaries are, so on and so forth, it kind of builds up a lot of stuff that you have to like sift through to then get through the actual growth that you're trying to do anyways. So they're saying address everything that you feel called to address. Okay, obviously there are things that do not need to be addressed, like it's you know, use your common sense, approach accordingly here. But they're saying let's start little by little, taking a hold of the reins here, of like the day-to-day life matters, is what I'm getting. Like, yeah, that's really what I'm getting here. Even though I have water, air, and fire, and I don't have any earth placements here, there's something about the tangibility of like your day-to-day life and how you go about it matters. And if you're not a leader in the sense of like, you don't, first of all, you don't have a job that has the title that you have to like lead a team, so that's one thing. Or like in general, you don't feel like you're an example at all. They're saying yes you are, yes you are, believe it or not, you're an example to even a stranger. Okay, you can inspire anybody just like anybody can inspire you. So they're saying, yeah, you are an example. The gift that comes with this also, 9-9, remember how your number was 9? Yeah, 9-9 is significant. Okay. Oh, sorry, your number was not 9. That was Pal 2. Pal 2, what are you doing in Pal 3's reading? God, okay. Anyways, you guys, all right. The gift. We are all siblings in the Io spirit. Let that sink in. Okay. We're all brothers and sisters is what this says. Oh, that's really beautiful, actually. Okay. All right, so they want you to address your day-to-day life the same way that you address, if you, maybe some of you don't, but if you have siblings, the way that you address those kind of things, right? You talk about it, you move forward from it. It can be playful, it can be cute, it can be a little bit serious, but things get done here. Boundaries get set, the work is done, emotional growth is here. They're saying yes. Keep doing that. And if you're not doing that, it's time. There's an inspired action here to do so. All right. Let's get some from this deck, and then we're gonna do some tarot as well. Oh wow, you got the wild card in this deck, portal. Okay. Doors are opening, you decide, reward and wild card. So, okay. There's an opportunity here for something. No wonder they want you to like release negativity, keep doing the inner work, the very deep work, because you have two very, even color wise, you see how they're like, this is like subconscious work that you're doing right now. And oh, okay, that makes sense. The big picture thinking makes a lot of sense. Pleiadian energy, so you might want to look into the Pleiadians, visionary and inspired ideas. Believe it or not, like I said, you inspire something, or you're about to be inspired by someone, but you also inspire. So you need the clarity. This is asking you to clear the way, clear the emotional baggage that you have, clear the it feels like a lot of it feels like creative blockages, emotional blockages, and communication blockages. You need to clear that, especially live very day to day when it comes to that. Hygiene around those areas is needed, right? Spiritually speaking, or, you know, humanly speaking as well. Because there's something here, there's a moment here, pivotal moment, where you're gonna be inspired or inspire something, and you need the clarity for it. You need the space for it as well. You're making space for it. So when you release things, you're making space for something else. And because you are in a very beautiful vibration right now, whatever's filling that gap of whatever you're releasing is going to be very beautiful. Pile 3. Oh yes, 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 yes. Look at this. A rebirth is here. We the Hawthorns, deep love, mother's wound, birth as a portal. And what was your card? Portal. Okay. Alrighty then. Do we see that? It's everywhere. There's a portal in each one of these. You're approaching a rebirth here, pile 3. Very sick. This is such a collective, beautiful message. Everybody has had this. Okay. You are approaching a beautiful rebirth, and you need to make space for it. It's really that simple. I'm not gonna add to that part. It literally is that simple. You're making space. You're releasing things. It's like you need to make space in your luggage for the new things that you're getting here. It's almost like imagine like in a physical sense, but this is in a spiritual sense, in an emotional sense, in a creative sense. You've lost some weight, so you need to buy new clothes, right? Something like that. Yeah, it feels very much like that. The change is so significant that you could, or even yourself, you could be a little uneasy right now, as far as like, because you feel there's an opportunity coming here, and you feel very much like floating is what I'm getting now. But there's something that's going to inspire you. You're gonna get some kind of download here. This inspired thing, this inspired action, it will inspire action within you. But there's something in general, it's either you spark it or it sparks you first, right? It's almost like we don't know where it starts or where it begins or where it ends. Okay. I'm sorry, I've said a lot and not much. Oh, the moon. Cancer, ruled by Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon is what I want to say. Pillars again. Portals. I just heard that song from Bruno Mars, Talking to the Moon. Well, there it is. The moon and the fool. And what is between the moon and the fool but pain, emotional and physical pain, physical, in the physical sense, abandonment issues, abandonment wounds, hurtful, hurt. This is hurt. This is being hurt. And this is gaining the clarity from it, doing the work, diving into the shadows, bringing it to light so that you can heal it. You can make sense of it. You're organizing it here. I like this card, especially after this, especially sandwiched in between these two. Because it means that, yeah, you are doing the work that is needed to release this. Or see this for what it is, which is it has lessons to teach you. And those lessons are learned and therefore can be implemented moving forward. Like I said, boundaries were significant. Communicating your needs is significant. And the way that you do this as well is in a very, you're being called to do this in a playful way as well. Even with yourself. Seeing it as an opportunity for you to be like free-spirited, lighthearted as well, is what I'm getting with that. There's an opportunity for you to do that, even though you're going through these motions right now. Or the little bit of a dark period that you're going through is that void moment before the rebirth moment, before that portal is there for you. And then you're also like able to recognize the portal for what it is, a new foundation. Yeah. It's like, yeah, so that we don't go back to this. Okay, this, the reason why I also like this card is because it's a 4. And 4s are about foundations, very solid foundations. So like in the mental body, this is not going to be hindering you anymore. Even in the creative mind that I was picking up on, there's something about creativity. This also doesn't hinder you. You have a new foundation there too. I want you to see how the Fool, that is like just like a trusting energy, like I'm just gonna go for it, is still surrounded by very, like, again, pillars, if you will, again, but also foundations, right? Solid things. You've earned this. You've learned this. You're living it now. You're being asked to live it in a way where it's almost like inspiring to others as well. It's very beautiful. And the Fool is a rebirth moment, by the way. May I add? Okay. Let's get your advice. Starseed. Self, memories, and identity. Yeah. You could be dealing with look, the activation here, it's really interesting. The spheres are very interesting too. There's 2 cats as well. Interesting. Okay. We'll read about that card in a second. Time. Divine timing for sure. But a portal is here though. We cannot ignore that. The energy of time supports our understanding of the reality of time and our capacity to be present in the moment. And this is definitely what this card calls you to do. It calls you to be very present in the moment, because that's literally how you are the Fool, if you will, right? And honestly, if I can go back to your initial cards, my whole spiel about, hey, address the things that you need to address in the moment. Like, don't let things linger. Don't let them foster and like be suppressed, right? It's literally that too, right? Living in the moment. All right. This is so beautiful. Pile 3, you have support. Ask for help, get more rest, and nurture yourself. That is this. Especially after feeling this way. Yeah, you need to nurture yourself. You need to take care of yourself, but also don't forget that you do have support. Yes, you have support. You have stars, brothers and sisters. You have a lot of spirit guides, and like I said, you have certain foundations already here. Call upon this, okay? Call upon your creativity. Call upon the mental stability and the things you've learned. Call upon your wisdom to help you see the solutions about anything that you need support with. And in general, if you need support, this is also about communication, asking for things. That's part of boundaries. That is part of not holding resentment, right? Not expecting things, but in a way, if you don't ask, the answer is always no, unless you just wait around for people to do something. But they're saying no, ask. Ask and you shall receive, quite literally. I'm going to read about this card for you. And then we'll leave it there. 37. 37 could be significant. Some of you could be 37 or are about to be 37, or I don't know, 37 significant somehow, guys. All right, you, self, identity, memory, selfhood, and me. A lot of me, and that is significant, okay? Now in the reverse, this is loss of identity, identity confusion, clinging to an outer identity too much to define the self. Yeah, this is more of a within identity, okay? And I think that's really what your guys want to end with, as far as the stars want to tell you that you have been working on this you from within, right? As within, so without, as above, so below. You've been doing that work, quite literally. And I think it's time for you to accept this wild card, this portal energy that you're getting. Remember, you did get 1111, and then we have a portal card, so the 1111 portal could be very significant for you. But also, may I say, oh, okay, this is also the 1111 card. That's crazy. I wanted to say something with this card, but now it literally just escaped me. I don't know why. I feel like I'm not done. I'm gonna get one more card from here, okay? Because this is the Starseed Oracle. I got 4 for every pile, and for yours I didn't pull a 4th one, but maybe it's because I'm meant to do it now. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow. Activated Earth. I'm gonna let you look at that, because I feel like that in itself is activating for you. Power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. This is your final message from the stars, Pile 3. There are powerful places, powerful, astrocartography could be significant for you. Certain astral lines can lead you to live in certain places. They have information, maybe around Cancer, Leo, Gemini, or Scorpio placements. It's going to be different things for different people here, but you need to trust where you are being led. Whatever kind of inspiration you've had lately, or will have soon, about moving here, going there, visiting, seeing that, whatever, I think you should follow that. Bottom of the deck is your final message, and it has been the message for every pile. So I can see how it's collective message now, and it is a beautiful one. Not this card has come out for everyone, but this message in general has come out. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. If this pick a pile is not about embracing your awareness, I don't know what is, because I'm literally saying the stars have this message for you. And they truly do. They truly do care. Look, there's a star there. There's another one here. There's 5 here. Starseed, the word is there. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, right? Thank you so much, Pile 3. Thank you so much. I want to thank your spirit guys. I want to thank your stars for letting me read for you. Beautiful energy. I hope that this brought you clarity, or maybe the confirmation that you needed, or inspired you in some way, or if it was just entertaining, I'm okay with that too. Thank you so much again, and I hope to see you in other readings. You guys have a good one.